It's really dark, I feel like. Is it really dark? Maybe this light would make it better. I feel like it's just gonna make it a lot worse. I don't know if that made anything better. I feel like it just kind of brightens up my face. I just realized I was recording it all the time, so that's really good.
Weather outside is frightful.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, and if you've never seen my face before and you would like to subscribe to my channel, make sure to subscribe right down below. Also, if you are a new subscriber who's watching this, welcome to my channel, because I have gained way more subscribers than I usually gain in a week. I've gained like 60. I usually gain like 60 in a month, so a week is like a lot. You may have seen YouTube's new stupid policy that everyone's really mad about, that YouTubers with under 1,000 subscribers and under 4,000 total hours of watch time can no longer be monetized, which means you can't put ads in the videos and you can't make money off the videos. And I joined YouTube before the rule that you had to have 10,000 views to put ads in your videos, so ever since I started YouTube I've always put ads in my videos. It would be like going back to square one, I guess. And I'm obviously not in it for the money or anything, but it's harder to grow as a channel, like buy new equipment or just grow your channel without making money from YouTube. And it's not like I made a lot of money. I actually made a whole video talking about that. Yeah, but it just sucks. So I posted on my Instagram story, my mom posted on her Instagram and her Facebook, and my sister posted on her Instagram. That is why I've gained that many subscribers this week, because I was really promoting my channel, asking people to like help get me to 1,000, and getting to 1,000 isn't as big of an issue as getting the 4,000 hours of watch time, because I need like another 900 hours, and that's a lot of hours. If you want to help me out, let me continue to grow my channel by subscribing and maybe watching a few videos. If you scroll through and you find one you like, just maybe checking it out for like a few hours. It is the middle of January, which means everyone has had their New Year's resolutions for like 19 days or so. They may be starting to die out a little bit because people have really unrealistic resolutions. This video is going to be healthy habits for 2018 that will hopefully change your life. And there's tons of these videos on YouTube, and some of these things are going to be the same as what's in those videos, because I obviously can't think of 100% new ideas, because a lot of these things I believe are like the best habits to have are mentioned in these other videos. Hopefully I have some unique things or things that you haven't heard before. So yeah, without further ado, that was a 5-minute intro. I'm very sorry. Let's just get right into the video. The first thing that you can do, I 100% recommend this, is to start your day every morning by making your bed. And I know you've probably heard this a million times, that the people who make their beds are more successful in life and just during the day, and that is 100% true. I just started making my bed every day in the beginning of January because I thought it doesn't matter, because I make my bed in the morning and then I go to school and I come in my room and I do my homework and then I get back in bed. I don't know, it felt like it didn't matter because no one else was seeing my bed but me. But making your bed in the morning and having that there to come home to, it just makes your room look so much more together. It also just helps you feel like you've accomplished something in the beginning of the day. The next thing is to start your day by drinking water, or lemon water, or some sort of water. You've probably heard this a million times too, but lemon water has really great antioxidants that kind of just detox your body, and it's just a really good way to wake up in the morning. Which kind of goes along with that is to just drink more water throughout the day. You should be drinking half of your body weight in ounces, and I drink like way more than that. I drink like usually 120 ounces of water a day, which is a lot. So the next thing is to stay away from junk food and drinks and sodas, or just really processed foods, because you can always have a treat every once in a while. You should try and surround your home with more wholesome, whole, nutritious foods. You don't have to have some processed junk and think that's your only snack, because there's like, we have these rice crackers and these buckwheat and quinoa crisps, which are actually so good. And And fruit is honestly so good. I know people don't like vegetables, but there's ways that you can make vegetables better. Roasting carrots and putting like a bunch of salt and pepper and dipping them in hummus is such a good snack. One of my favorite snacks ever, or desserts or whatever you want to call it, is getting a bunch of berries, like what's it called, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, bananas, a bunch of fruits. It doesn't have to be berries, I don't know why I said that. And then I get this coconut whipped cream from the brand So Delicious, and it is the best snack. It is so good. Like, there's so many different snack ideas on YouTube and on just the internet or cookbooks or anything like that that help you think of new snack ideas, because processed foods are just like the worst thing that you can have for your body. It's really not gonna make you feel good in the long haul. So I definitely recommend just staying away from junk. If one of your resolutions is to stop eating junk food, then just don't buy it, because if you don't have it in the house, there's a good chance that you're not gonna eat it because it's not there. So the next healthy habit for 2018 is to not go on your phone first thing in the morning. If you have watched any morning routine on YouTube, I can guarantee you that it was like, well, first I wake up and I check my social medias, and I just do that for like an hour or so. But if you're waking up early in the morning and you're wasting your whole morning on your phone, then you could have just been sleeping. I would definitely recommend before you go to sleep to put your phone on airplane mode. So if you do wake up and go on it, you'll see that it's like on airplane mode and your social medias won't load, and you'll be like, oh yeah, I was gonna read this morning, or I was gonna catch up on work this morning or something. You might just turn it off airplane mode and keep going on your phone, but having it on airplane mode might help you realize what you wanted to do before you went to sleep. So the next thing ties along with that, and that is to read. Reading is, I know a lot of people think reading is like nerdy and stupid, and I thought that, actually I never thought that, I'm not gonna lie. Reading, it kind of helps, it's like a movie, but I'm not gonna say it's better than movies because I like movies, but it kind of helps you. You can create your own characters, and you might find characters that really resonate with you. And I find when I read, I sometimes end up reading for an hour and not even realize it, because I was just kind of sucked into the book. Because reading can just be really good for your mind. It can help you learn new things, and it's better than being on your phone because it's less addicting. I have this one really weird piece of hair that's just like sticking out in the front. The next thing is to drink tea. This doesn't have to be in the morning, it doesn't have to be at a certain time, but drinking tea instead of coffee or, I don't know, other things can just be really good. A lot of teas that I like are this peppermint tea. I really like chai tea, matcha. I love matcha. I have matcha all the time. It is a really good substitute for coffee. I've never liked coffee, but I don't know, I just find tea so good. Number 6 is to eat more fruits and vegetables and whole foods. I kind of touched on this with the snacking thing, but just filling your body with a bunch of fruits and vegetables and whole foods and foods that will keep you full and make you feel good is going to be way better, because there's so many actually tasty foods. Like, one of the recipes my mom has made are there's a garbage truck. She slices these zucchini and eggplants and then kind of like chips, and then puts puffed quinoa on them or gluten-free breadcrumbs, and it's so good. Like, it actually tastes really good. So you can have good dinners and lunches and meals that are really good for you without having to be bad. Like, you don't have to have a plate of spinach. You can have a really good salad or a really good sandwich. I sound like my mom right now. I'm beginning to realize that, but I think I'm okay with it. The next tip is to exercise every single day. And I don't mean that every day you have to wake up at 5 a.m. and go to some like body pump class and go hardcore every single morning. I mean, you can do any type of exercise you like. I personally, every morning, I walk my dogs before I go to school, and that really helps get me ready for the day, and it allows me to be calmer and just kind of more ready for school. I'm never ready for school mentally, but that's a whole nother video that I actually filmed, so if you want to go check that out, it'll be right up there. You can exercise every day by going on a hike or going on a walk or going to the gym or going on a bike ride or going swimming. Anything that will get your body moving first thing in the morning will just help your whole day be more productive. If you wake up and you go do a workout, it will just make you feel good and set a positive tone for the rest of the day. So would recommend. That was really creepy. The next tip is to make a mini to-do list in the morning. I just realized all these tips are like morning things. I didn't mean to do that, but not all of them are. But the reason that most of these are morning things is because most of your healthy habits start in the morning because it sets the tone for the rest of your day. So this one is to make a mini to-do list right when you wake up in the morning, and that doesn't mean writing like a giant, I just hit my hand on my lamp. Making a giant to-do list of like a million things, every little thing you have to do for the day. You can kind of just have like 3 to 5 main goals that you want to accomplish that day, and just checking things off or slashing them is so therapeutic and just makes you feel really good about actually accomplishing it. This is one of my favorite ones on the list because it's a little different. I don't think I've heard it in another video, but it is to find out what foods make you sick and take them out, or at least see if taking them out makes you feel better. For me, it was dairy and gluten. For 2 years now, I have been dairy-free, not completely dairy-free. Like, I would have an occasional cookie or something every once in a while that might have milk in it, but for the most part, I was dairy-free. I never ate real pizza or ice cream or milkshakes or any like heavy creams or dairy or anything like that because I knew it makes me sick. But starting earlier in the month, I completely took out gluten and dairy, and I have felt so much better. The trash is right in front of my house. Yeah. So if you feel like a food is making you break out or making you feel sick or just making you feel drowned overall, just take it out because there's so many ways to do that. Gluten and dairy isn't even that hard in my opinion. There's so many alternatives for things like coconut milk and gluten-free bread and gluten-free pretzels and cakes and cookies and just everything that you would have normally, just in a better version. And just because it's gluten-free or dairy-free doesn't mean it's healthy, but you can find gluten-free options that are healthy. I'm just gonna put some pictures right here of my skin right after Christmas when I had been in Florida and eating a bunch of stuff that probably wasn't the best for me, and just for the past few months I've struggled with my skin. I've never really had, I'm not saying this is like really bad acne, and literally I'll again put the pictures here, literally 1 week into taking out gluten and dairy and my skin cleared up almost completely, and my stomach just feels better, and I feel a little bit like I have a little bit more energy, and especially my skin, like that was really insane to me how it cleared up like that. Next thing is to treat yourself, and I don't mean that you have to give yourself a reward for doing something you do, but treat yourself with something healthy. And I don't mean just healthy foods, I mean kind of something healthy, because if you think treating yourself is eating an entire pint of ice cream, which I'm not against, Halo Top, dairy-free, best thing ever, could definitely eat an entire pint. But I mean eating or doing something that is not, doesn't have to be necessarily healthy, but something that is not going to just bring you down. Because if you've had a really stressful week at work and you just go eat an entire pint of ice cream, like I said, that is just filled with a bunch of bad stuff, then you might not feel good. And I love treating myself. I love to treat myself with this dairy-free Halo Top in the flavor cinnamon bun or cinnamon roll, I forgot what it's called. It is so good. It might not be like the most healthy thing, but again, treating yourself. But what I'm saying is to treat yourself with something healthy, like maybe signing up for the yoga class you've wanted to do for a while, or again, making like a healthy snack or starting a new lifestyle. Next thing is to travel, and you don't have to travel somewhere super far. You can travel somewhere in your hometown, or travel somewhere a few hours away, or you can travel 12 hours away to Hawaii or something. I don't know. Traveling is my favorite thing in the whole world. I absolutely love airports. I love planes. I love long car rides. I love hotels and just being somewhere new and finding things to do around the area and just getting out of my real life for even just a weekend. So traveling is just so good for your mind and your soul. And yeah, by the way, I'm not some like super holistic person that like wakes up and meditates every morning. I know I sound like that. I'm pretty healthy in general, but I'm not like that person, if you know what I mean. Next is to keep a clean space. And by that, I mean keeping your room clean, keeping your desk or office clean, keeping your bathroom clean, just keeping a clean space, because chances are you're in your bedroom a lot, you're in your office a lot, or your bathroom a lot, and if it's all dirty and gross, then you're not gonna feel motivated to do anything. So I would definitely recommend having like one day a week or something where you just clean and you clean everything. It will make your brain feel more clean. It will make you feel less cluttered and just more put together. The next thing is to have a consistent bedtime every night. And I know that people are like, well, I have to stay up to do homework or something. And trust me, I understand. I always try to be in bed by 9 to 9:30, and that has really helped me. I have found that I'm way less tired, but just trying to be in bed at a decent time will really help you stay more awake the rest of the day. Or you can drink matcha, you know, always an option too. The next thing is to develop a skincare routine, and I uploaded a skincare routine I think about a year ago, and nothing has changed. I have had the same skincare routine for, I don't know if it's 2 years or a year and a half, but I've literally just done the same thing, and if I change to anything different, I see the effects of it on my face. I start to get really splotchy or breakout, and I think that's because my skin is so used to what I'm using. And if you're changing your skincare routine all the time, your skin might be like, what's going on? So just find what works for your skin and have a consistent skincare routine. I obviously try new things, like I try masks or different scrubs or something, but having a main skincare routine that you do every night will really help your skin be better and make you feel refreshed. The last thing is one of the biggest things that has changed my life this school year, and that is to make your lunch the night before. Even if you don't go to school, making your lunch the night before you go to work or anything has helped me out so much, because it takes me like 20-ish minutes depending on the lunch. If it's something really fancy, it might take me longer to make my lunch, but if I have it all put together, including my snack for the day or anything the night before, it will really, really help me out. One big tip that I have is to use the dinner that you've had the night before in your lunch. Last night, for example, we made tuna burgers, but I don't like tuna burgers, so I made chickpeas and shrimp and potatoes and edamame and corn and broccoli and a bunch of these vegetables. So it wouldn't really make sense for me to get out a bunch of stuff to make a sandwich. Obviously, I'm just gonna make a salad. Even if it's the same thing that you had for dinner the night before, it's just so convenient to have everything out already. I think that's everything. I thought this was gonna take, I've been filming, how have I been filming for a half hour? Please explain that. I need to condense this video a lot. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's video and you would like to subscribe to my channel, make sure you subscribe right down below. And if you want kind of more of an insight into my life, not in my desk area where I film every video, then make sure to go check out my vlogmases. I promise this is the last time I will be promoting my vlogmases, because it's been a while since it actually started. But yeah, just make sure to go check those out and stay tuned for next week's video, because we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so something exciting might be coming. I don't know if it's exciting, maybe it will be. Anyways, and I will see you guys in next week's video.